Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Sunday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And yeah, if you guys want to become a member, go ahead and check that out as well. I'd love to have you guys be a part of the team. Almost at 200 members, which is dope. So yeah, we'll hop in it. Pretty busy slate as we close the weekend out. 16 matchups, starting with the Cleveland Guardians versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -135. Cleveland +125 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 3.28. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Kevin Gausman pitching for the Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 2.91. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. At Cleveland, once again, getting a cover yesterday. Losing though, 2-1, but nonetheless getting the cover. They've been a great covering team too, and playing great baseball here. I'm sticking with Cleveland +1.5 on the road. Still getting plus money. Toronto didn't really play that great yesterday. I mean, they really snuck out a win. I'm gonna take Guardians +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus the Miami Marlins. Braves opening up as road favorites at -140. Miami +115 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 5.48. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Marlins is Braxton Garrett with an ERA of 4.02. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, we had Atlanta coming off a 5-game winning streak, winning the last 3 matchups against Miami, 6-2, 5-2, 4-3 in the last 3 games. Miami on a 3-game losing streak right now. Yeah, I like the Braves here. They're just playing better, plain and simple. Yeah, Miami struggling. Braves on a nice little win streak. I'm going to take the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay opening up as road favorites at -175. Opening up as home favorites at -175. Baltimore +145 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Baltimore is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 2.96. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Baltimore, didn't come through yesterday, losing 8-2. It was unfortunate. Good win for Tampa. And yeah, that's how it goes. Baltimore didn't show up. Still, nonetheless, a great covering team. Still playing great. Just a bad performance yesterday. Not much of a pitching advantage. Jordan Lyles is actually playing very well. Only giving up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Same with Rasmussen on the mound. Crazy, but I still like Baltimore +1.5 here. I still do, and that's where I'm going to take. That's where I'm going to lean. I'm taking Baltimore +1.5, coming off a bad loss yesterday. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus Cincinnati Reds. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -150. The Reds +130 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Cubs is Keegan Thompson with an ERA of 3.45. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Justin Dunn with an ERA of 5.79. His last start he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Cubs on a 3-game winning streak right now, beating the Reds in each of the last 2 matchups, 7-2 and 4-2. Reds on a 5-game losing streak. Not really playing the best baseball right now. Taking the Cubs on the road. I like Thompson on the mound. Cubs been playing playing good in this series so far. And I'm gonna take the Cubs on the road. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -135. Philly +115 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.63. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run and had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mets is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Yeah, we had the Mets winning yesterday 1-0. Definitely a low-scoring game. It's been a tough series. I mean, Philly's covered in the last 2 games. Definitely a tough one to gauge. Wheeler's been great on the mound. Bassett coming off back-to-back no-run games. I think I'm going to take Phillies +1.5 on the road. It's a close series. We've seen how low scoring it's been so far. I kind of feel like it's going to be the same thing as well. So we'll take Phillies +1.5. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. White Sox opening up as home favorites at -200. Detroit +165 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Detroit is Tyler Alexander with an ERA of 3.83. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 5.88. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. White Sox coming off a 6-4 win yesterday against Detroit. Won back-to-back meetings against Detroit here. Detroit on a 6-game losing streak, 1-9 in their last 10. This Detroit team is just playing very bad here, struggling big time. Lance hasn't been the best on the mound for the White Sox here, but I just trust the White Sox more, especially at home against a big-time struggling Tigers team. I'm going to take the White Sox at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Kansas City Royals. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -270. The Royals +220 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 2.72. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.58. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Dodgers, I believe, are on a 12-game winning streak. They're playing great, coming off a 13-3 win yesterday against the Royals. They're on a 7-game winning streak against the Royals as well. We're sticking with the Dodgers. They're just too hot here. We're riding the streak out. Give me Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -250. Oakland +225 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Oakland is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 2.92. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 3.14. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 4 strikeouts. Oakland on a 7-game losing streak, losing back-to-back games to Houston. Houston winning 8-0 yesterday. Big win for the Astros. Yeah, I like the Astros at home. They've just been playing too good so far. Oakland struggling big time. Irvin's been good on the mound for Oakland. So, you already know, throw them in a round robin at plus 200 plus. But, yeah, Oakland on a horrible losing streak and don't want any part of it. I'm going to take the Astros at home. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 140. Milwaukee plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Brewers is Aaron Ashby with an ERA of 4.32. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 3.50. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 10 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Milwaukee coming off a 3-2 win yesterday against St. Louis. Miles coming off a 10-run game. I mean, that's just, doesn't really happen much. So that, kind of looked past his last start, which was definitely very rough. But yeah, I'm liking the Brewers plus 1.5 on the road here. Coming off the win yesterday, it's kind of been a flip-flop series. I'll take Brewers plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Texas Rangers. Seattle opening up as road favorites at minus 120. The Rangers plus 100 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.47. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Martin Perez with an ERA of 2.85. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a 7-4 loss yesterday against Texas. Definitely unfortunate. An unfortunate loss there. They are 9-1 against Texas. That's the first time Rangers have beat them in a long time. Whereas coming off a 7-run game, both pitchers coming off 7-run games. Kind of tough here, to be honest. Both pitchers haven't been hot in the last few games. Rangers coming off a win. Yeah, I don't know. I just see it very low here. I think I like the Rangers plus 1.5 at home. Coming off the win. Both pitchers coming off a horrible performance. I'll take Rangers plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Colorado Rockies. Rockies opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Arizona plus 105 with the over-under at 12.5. Pitching for Arizona is Tommy Henry with an ERA at 3.75. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 6.02. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Arizona coming off a 6-0 win yesterday against Colorado. Yeah, Colorado just didn't show up yesterday. I thought Colorado were good underdogs yesterday. They didn't show up. Feltner hasn't been that good on the mound here. Henry coming off a 1-run game. Give me Arizona plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 250. Hit plus 200 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Pirates is Zach Thompson with an ERA of 5.08. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 4.17. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitt on a 3-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back losses against the Giants. Yeah, I like the Giants at home here. Pitt on a 3-game losing streak. I just think this is the get-right series for the Giants here, where they've been playing very well. And so yeah, I'm going to take the Giants at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Los Angeles Angels. Twins opening up as road favorites at -135. The Angels +125 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 4.02. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Tucker Davidson with an ERA of 7.91. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Minnesota coming off a 5-3 loss yesterday against the Angels. Nice win for them. Davidson hasn't been very good on the mound for the Angels here. I do like Chris Archer on the mound for the Twins. I like the Twins coming off a loss yesterday. Not in love with Davidson on the mound for the Angels, so I'm going to take Twins on the road. Next matchup, we have the New York Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -135. Boston +112 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Yankees is Jameson Taillon with an ERA of 3.95. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Red Sox is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 2.69. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yankees winning 3-2 yesterday. Boston getting that run line cover, which was nice. But Yankees still struggling to score. The last 4 games, only scored 3, no more than 3 runs. So, not a lot of action going on for the Yankees here. I like Boston +1.5 at home. Hard to trust the Yankees. Barely won yesterday. Boston, definitely covered in the last 2 games, so I like that. And I'm going to take Boston +1.5 at home. And then the last matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Washington Nationals. Padres opening up as road favorites at -285. Washington +240 with the over-under at 9. Let's see. Pitching for the Padres is Blake Snell with an ERA of 3.96. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the Nationals is Paolo Espino with an ERA of 4.04. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Padres losing to the Nationals yesterday 4-3. Crazy big underdog win for the Nationals. It just is what it is, man. It's absolutely insane. Any of these +200 underdogs, you gotta throw them in a round robin, guys. You just gotta, especially for this reason. And we already know Sundays are pretty crazy as is. So just throw them in a round robin just to be safe here. Still taking Padres on the road, especially coming off a loss. Throw Washington in a round robin just in case with that big plus money, but I'm still taking Padres on the road off a bounce back. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday, guys. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.